Washington Post, NYTimes, Bloomberg. More than 24 women have accused powerful Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein of sexual misconduct. Here are all the accusers who have been identified so far. 1. Actress Ashley Judd. Photo AFP. The 49-year-old is the first high-profile figure to go on the record about Weinstein. Her story dates back to the 1990s, when, she said, he lured her to his hotel room for a meeting, then tried to coerce her into giving him a massage or watching him shower. Women have been talking about Harvey amongst ourselves for a long time, and it's simply beyond time to have the conversation publicly, she told the New York Times. 2. Former employee Laura Madden. She and Judd were quoted by the New York Times on October 5 in a blockbuster story that aired decades of previously unknown sexual harassment accusations against Weinstein. 3. Actress Rose McGowan. Photo AFP. The 44-year-old is one of 8 women Weinstein settled with, the New York Times said. In 1997, he reached a $100,000 settlement with McGowan, then 23, after an episode in a hotel room during the Sundance Film Festival. The settlement was not to be construed as an admission by Weinstein, but intended to avoid litigation and buy peace, according to the legal document reviewed by the Times. 4. Filipina-Italian model Ambra Badalona Gutierrez. In 2015, Weinstein invited Gutierrez, then 22, to his Tribeca office to discuss her career. Within hours, she called the police. She told them Weinstein had grabbed her breasts after asking if they were real and put his hands up her skirt, the police report says. The New York Police Department asked her to wear a wire. In a recording that was released by the New Yorker magazine, Weinstein apologizes for grabbing her breasts and repeatedly pressures her to go into his hotel room. Weinstein used the media to keep his alleged victims in mind, by many accounts. After Gutierrez's complaint, the gossip pages reported that she had attended one of Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi's infamous orgy parties, and that, as a teenager, she had made a charge of assault against a business executive but later backed out of cooperating with prosecutors. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office later declined to bring charges. Weinstein also settled with Gutierrez. 5. Former temporary employee Emily Nestor. In 2014, she was a 25-year-old temporary front desk assistant at the Weinstein Company when Weinstein told her to meet him in a Beverly Hills hotel. For an hour, he offered career advice, then bragged about his sexual encounters with famous actresses, she recalled. He said, "You know, we could have a lot of fun. I could put you in my London office, and you could work there and you could be my girlfriend." She told The New Yorker it was a pretty clear case of sexual harassment when your superior, the CEO, asks one of their inferiors, a temp, to have sex with them, essentially in exchange for mentorship. 6. Italian actress and director Asia Argento. Photo Reuters. The 42-year-old is one of 3 women interviewed by The New Yorker, 2 on the record, who accused Weinstein of rape. She said he had forcibly performed oral sex on her in 1997 in a room at the Hotel du Cap at Enrock when she was 21. 7. Former aspiring actress Lucia Evans. She met him before her senior year in college in 2004. She told The New Yorker he forced her to perform oral sex on him in a Miramax office. 8. Actress Mira Sorvino. Now 50, she won an Oscar for her role in the Weinstein-produced Mighty Aphrodite in 1996. She told The New Yorker she had been subjected to unwanted sexual attention from Weinstein when she was promoting the film. 9. French actress Emma Decanes. Now 41, she met Weinstein for lunch in 2010 at a Paris hotel. According to her account in The New Yorker, when she had to leave for a television hosting gig, he insisted she accompany him to his room to get a book that was being adapted to a movie. He disappeared into the bathroom as she took a call from a colleague, came out naked and told her to lie on his bed, as other women had done. "I was very petrified," she said. "But I didn't want to show him that I was petrified, because I could feel that the more I was freaking out, the more he was excited." She said he panicked as she left. 10. Actress Rosanna Arquette. Photo AFP. The 58-year-old actress spoke to both The New Yorker and The New York Times. She said her career suffered for refusing Weinstein's advances in the early 1990s. She told The New Yorker, "He made things very difficult for me for years." 11. Actress Jessica Barth. The 37-year-old spoke to The New Yorker. 12. Actress Gwyneth Paltrow. Photo The New York Times. The 45-year-old is one of the biggest stars to go on the record about Weinstein. In a New York Times story published on Tuesday, October 10, she said that when she was 22, he invited her to his hotel suite for a work meeting and later proposed a massage. She said she had fled in terror and later relayed the incident to her boyfriend at the time, actor Brad Pitt. Pitt confirmed that he later confronted Weinstein at a theater premiere and told him to never to touch her again. 13. Actress Angelina Jolie. Photo AFP. The 42-year-old told the New York Times she had a bad experience with Harvey Weinstein in my youth and, as a result, chose never to work with him again and warned others when they did. 14. Former aspiring actress Tommy Ann Roberts, now a psychology professor. When she was a 20-year-old student waiting tables in 1984, Weinstein, a customer, offered to help her acting career. When she showed up at a meeting in his hotel room to discuss a role, he was naked in the bathtub and said that because her character might play a topless scene, it would be better for her to get naked in front of him too, Roberts told the New York Times. She said she apologized while leaving, and he manipulated her by pretending to actually be interested in her possible acting abilities. I was nobody. How had I ever thought otherwise, she asked. 15. Actress Catherine Kendall. The 48-year-old told the New York Times Weinstein undressed and chased her around a living room. 16. French actress Judith Godrèche. In 1996, then 24, she starred in Ridicule, which opened the Cannes Film Festival. Weinstein had just acquired the movie and, along with a female Miramax executive, the three had breakfast at a hotel. Then the executive left and Weinstein invited Godrèche to his room to see The View and discuss her movie's marketing, she told the New York Times. While in the room, Weinstein asked to give her a massage, saying it was an American custom, and the next thing I know, he's pressing against me and pulling off my sweater, she said. She left, and when she later alerted the female executive, she was told not to say anything. 17. Costume designer Dawn Dunning. In 2003, she was a 24-year-old aspiring doing small acting gigs when she was told she could sign contracts for Weinstein's next 3 films on a condition she would have to have three-way sex with him. She told the New York Times she laughed, assuming he was joking. "Yeah, I'll never make it in this business," she said he told her. "This is how the business works." She left acting soon after and became a costume designer. 18. Actress Heather Graham. The 47-year-old's story dates to the early 2000s, when she had a meeting with Weinstein. She wrote in Variety he mentioned that he had an agreement with his wife. He could sleep with whomever he wanted when he was out of town. "I walked out of the meeting feeling uneasy. There was no explicit mention that to star in one of those films I had to sleep with him, but the subtext was there." 19. Actress and writer Louisette Geis. In a press conference on Tuesday with feminist lawyer Gloria Allred, Geis said Weinstein tried to force her to watch him masturbate while she was pitching a movie at the Sundance Film Festival in 2008, Variety reported. 20. Television news reporter Lauren Sivan. The 39-year-old told Huffington Post Weinstein once masturbated in front of her after cornering her in a restaurant. 21. Writer and model Zoe Brock. In 1997, she was 23 when she was harvied in a hotel, she wrote in a post on Medium. "I shrugged Harvey's hands off me, ran into the bathroom and locked the door," she said. Later, she came out of the bathroom to find Weinstein on his bed, whimpering, "You don't like me because I'm fat." 22. Nonprofit director Louise Godbolder's story, which she told in a blog post, dates to the early 1990s. She wrote of the office tour that became an occasion to trap me in an empty meeting room, begging for a massage, his hands on my shoulders as I attempted to beat a retreat, all while not wanting to alienate the most powerful man in Hollywood. 23. Artist Liza Campbell. The 58-year-old wrote in the Sunday Times of London that Weinstein once interrupted a meeting in his room at the Savoy, disappeared into the bathroom and asked her to join him in the tub. 24. British actress Romola Garai. Now 35, she told The Guardian that Weinstein had sexually harassed her in his room at the Savoy in London when she was 18. She said she had gone for a meeting and found him wearing only a bathrobe. "I felt violated by it. It has stayed very clearly in my memory," she said. 25. British model Cara Delevingne. Photo AFP. On Wednesday, the 25-year-old posted a written account of her experience with Weinstein. She said that early in her career, she met the producer in his hotel room, where she found him with another woman. "He asked us to kiss," Delevingne wrote, adding that she had quickly got up and tried to leave. "He walked me to the door and stood in front of it and tried to kiss me on the lips," she said, describing feelings of guilt because she later secured a part in one of his films. 26. French actress Lise Seydoux. Photo AFP. The 32-year-old said Weinstein invited her to the Hotel Plaza Acute around 2012 for a drink and to talk about her career, but she had to fight him off. "We were talking on the sofa when he suddenly jumped on me and tried to kiss me," she wrote in The Guardian. "I had to defend myself. He's big and fat, so I had to be forceful to resist him. I left his room, thoroughly disgusted.